In this series, I started with $0, a truck, and a mower, with the dream to build a profitable mowing business from scratch. Will I make it or go broke? Stay tuned and find out. Well guys, it is 10:44 and we just spent our last $100 putting diesel in the truck and gas in the mower. So we are down to $0. We are dead broke. So I actually got this mower off Marketplace and I only paid $50 for it. It needed a bit of work. We had to sharpen the blades and put a new carb on it, but it runs alright now. Well, for now anyway. But we're going to run to a brand new subdivision and see if we can get some contracts. Now, right here would be the best contract for us to get, but we don't have the right mower for it, so every year they throw a festival, and it's coming up very soon, and this place needs to be mowed. Maybe one day we'll get the right mower. Anyway, we're pulling up to the brand new subdivision, and guess what guys? My grandpa actually lives here. He's the reason I'm coming over here first to see if we can get a contract. So let's see if we can get this house. The line's not that long, but I'm hoping we can get it. Well, it looks like we got our very first job, so that's not bad. The very first house we knocked on, we got as a client. And this property is massive, way bigger than I pictured, so yeah, we're going to be making a nice bit of money. Anyway, he was saying the HOA around here are very strict, so he needs the line to be cut every week so it stays short, which I'm okay with because we need the money and these are good sized contracts. I just wish we had a bigger mower to make it a little bit easier. I'm just hoping it don't take me all day with this little mower. Well, I've been doing it for almost an hour now and I barely got a dent put in. Oh, this is going to take us a while, guys. We definitely need a bigger mower. This is just not going to work. It's just taking way too long. And we've been doing this for 2 hours now, but I got a huge dent put in. We actually got all the back and the sides done. Anyway, we're just going to finish up this front part and we should have this property done. I must say, this mower is perfect for doing tight quarters like this up front by the house, but it's not good for the backyard. But we got this done, let's collect our money. Alright, so we made $150, and if you break it down, we mowed for 3 hours, so we made $50 an hour, which is really good money guys, and if we can keep that up, we can actually make it somewhere with this business. Anyway, that house right there was Grandpa's. We're going to avoid that one because I will probably mow it for free and we need to make money and we're not going to make money doing that. And that's 3 hours to mow that lawn, so let's see if we can get this house. Ah, geez, guys, we just got our very first rejection. They actually got another company that mows their lawn. I'm just hoping no one else on the road got that company mowing their lawn because we want to make money and this subdivision, if we can get the whole area, will pay us so much. But it will probably take us a week to mow it, but that's okay because we can make so much money. Anyway, let's see if we can get this property. And we have our very second client, so we got two that wants us to come back every week. So that's a guaranteed $300 and that's good income I think anyway for just two properties. But I just got a text from my buddy. It's actually a link for Marketplace. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I only had $150. What can I possibly get from Marketplace for that? But after this job, we should have $300 and it's actually a chainsaw. Hear me out. It's a Husqvarna chainsaw. It's $100. It don't work. I know why am I buying a chainsaw that don't work, but he's saying it's only a carb kit. So if we could pick one of those up for like $20-$30, we still got a chainsaw that will be regular almost $1,000. So I think it is a good deal. But there is one downside. It's about an hour away. Alright, so we actually got this property done and we did it a lot faster. We only took 2.5 hours. I mean, every minute counts. Alright, so we're up to $300 now, but I think before we continue on mowing properties, I'm actually going to go and try to get that chainsaw. Now, I know it's an hour and a half away, so we're probably going to be burning a nice bit of fuel, but I think it's well worth it. And we can actually expand the business by cutting down trees, so that's another service we got. And we are finally here. We were driving for about an hour and a half, but we finally found a property. I was kind of lost. I called him. He told me exactly where to go, and we are here. Anyway, we gotta go knock on the door and see where this chainsaw is. And hopefully it looks better than it does in pictures. I don't want to be catfished after making this trip. Okay, so after speaking with the owner, it's actually in this tool shed. That's where I thought it was, but apparently this chainsaw is only a year old. He's been just having a lot of problems with it. Okay, so that's in a lot better shape than I thought. It looks brand new. Okay, I'm definitely buying it. Even the bar alone is worth more than what we're going to be paying for it. Well, after going back and forth on the price with him, we were able to knock him down to $50, which is a steal for this chainsaw. Wait, it's a Husqvarna. But anyway, we'll throw this in back the truck because we still got an hour and a half of driving to do just to get back. And I kind of want to go and see if we can get a carb for our brand new to us chainsaw. And we are back to town. So I actually phoned this hardware store on the way here and they do have a carb kit. I'm going to go in to make sure it's the right one. And they're actually able to put it on for me, which is good for the fact that I don't have any tools to actually do it and I would have to go find some or buy some. Alright, so I ended up paying $20 with it installed, which is a really good deal. So altogether, we paid $70 for a pretty much brand new chainsaw. Anyway, I didn't test it to make sure it works, so hopefully it do. But since we're in town and by a gas station, I should probably top up the mower before we go back mowing. Alright, so I ended up putting $10 into the mower, which topped it up, but we're definitely going to have to get a gas can in the future to make it a little bit easier. Anyway, when I was in the gas station, I actually put our ad on the bulletin board, so hopefully we can get some jobs. Well, it seems that ad is working because we just got our very first call to cut down the tree. So this homeowner is not very comfortable with this tree because the tree branches are really close to the power line and he just don't want to lose power if there's ever a storm. So he was actually going to trim it up, but he decided just cut the tree down. But now that I'm looking at it, there's power lines pretty much around the tree and we got a generator out front, so this is going to be very difficult for me to drop. Yes, our chainsaw works. Now, it probably wasn't the smartest idea to accept a job before checking the chainsaw, but I was just so excited to actually have another job. So, yeah, so I think the best option to drop this tree will be towards the water. I'm just hoping I don't hit the generator. But here goes nothing, guys. Let's get this cut. Oh, please don't hit anything. Don't hit the generator. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. It's going. Oh, that was so close, guys. That could have been really bad. Those power lines are expensive. What about the generator? Okay, everything looks good. Now we did a good job. And we finally got this done. So he actually just wanted us to trim up the branches. He's actually going to deal with the tree himself. But I think we did overall a pretty good job. And it didn't take us too long to actually do it. So let's go collect our money and we can get back to mowing. And we made $200, which is not bad at all because it only took us about 40 minutes to actually drop the tree and clean it up. That is really good money, guys. Alright, so we're almost back to the subdivision and I'm just realizing we haven't had food since breakfast. That's probably why I'm starving. But anyway, let's see if we can get one more property since we're up in this area before we go get some food. Well, it looks like we got another contract, which is really good. So we're up to 3 for the subdivision so far. So I'm hoping we can get the rest of the subdivision hopefully, and in order to do that, we're going to need a bigger mower. So I made an appointment with the bank and I'm hoping we can get enough for a mower. I was looking on Marketplace and guys, they're expensive, even for a used one. So my plan is to buy a brand new one if I can, if we can get the loan. So in order to get the loan, we're going to need $1,000 as a down payment. And we don't have that right now. So hopefully we can get a couple more lines to do on the subdivision and we can get it by tomorrow. But if not, I'm going to have to reschedule my appointment for next week and we could lose out on so many contracts. So hopefully we can get the money needed by the end of today. Alright, so we've been doing this for about 2 hours now and we're finally done this property and I probably did 10,000 steps minimum just on this property. So let's go collect our money and we go get some food. Alright, so I ended up charging $200 because this property was massive, but they gave me a $50 tip. So we got $250 and we are really close to our goal of $1,000 by tomorrow. Hopefully we can do it, but we need to go get some food. And if we gotta stay out late tonight, we gotta stay out late because I need that by tomorrow morning. Oh, I am stuffed. Hey Jimmy, how's it going? I guess my truck might be in the way. I'll move it. It sticks out pretty far. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I shouldn't have parked here, but I was just so hungry. Anyway, guys, this is probably the best place to get food in town. And we are finally back to mow more lawns. So I actually got a call on the way over. So we're going to be doing 2 properties and it's getting pretty late. So I think we're going to be here for a while, but I'm pretty sure with these 2 properties, we will have enough money for our appointment with the bank tomorrow. So we just started the mowing business today and we already got about 5 contracts to do weekly, which isn't bad at all. But I just realized I didn't name the mowing business, so write in the comments below what it should be named and we'll pick the best one. Alright guys, so it's actually been 4 hours and we picked up another contract to do and we just finished it. So we ended up doing 3 properties in a row and yeah, it was a lot of work. Yes. So we just made our goal. We're over $1,000. We made $400 between those 3 properties, and I am beat. So instead of walking over to grab a mower, we're going to take the truck. But I think this is probably the perfect time to call it a day and head home and rest up for another day of mowing tomorrow.